a great opportunity for David Bailey, because we've already got a name so well established in the industry with so many big contractors. And you know, when I speak to people, a lot of people will say, we know of David Bailey, and I feel so proud to hear that, you know, that at some point they've worked with us, and even if they've moved from one company to another, they'll remember David Bailey. You know, once we've done a job there, they will come back to us, because we, you know, and our products are reliable. And most of all, you know, one common thing that I'm hearing is that the performance and durability and reliability of our product and our service is, you know, at the top. Yeah, so I think it's, I think one of my key roles is making sure that, you know, I'm speaking to lots of contractors that maybe we've worked with some time ago, not very recently, understanding, you know, how they choose their suppliers, and having a discussion about how we can be involved in future projects. I think that's key for our growth. And to be fair, we're already, you know, well connected with a lot of the big contractors, aren't we already? But, you know, sky's the limit. There's so much more out there. The government is investing heavily in the healthcare sector, and that hasn't stopped since COVID. You know, that's just increasing. Yeah. They're also investing in education sectors. Locality-wise, you know, we're talking across the United Kingdom. It's not targeting certain areas. We're talking, you know, a wide range of regions to be covered, and that's just you know, more for us to sort of look into and people to reach out to. So there's lots out there.
With these big contracts that go on, and with your experience, Trevor, with the MBS and how they're tendered, are you finding that the specs are, you know, around different ways? Because we've just invested in the new MBS platform online to make our products a lot easier for architects to use. You know, I think that's going to be a big benefit to David Bailey.
Yeah, I think obviously being specified is a definite benefit. That obviously if the architects can specify us, because they've either worked for us with us before, or we've done a good contract in the past, then they very well could specify us alongside other manufacturers. But then it's also doing a good job for the contractor, so that the contractor then also wants to work with us because we've done successful jobs with them in the past. So it's really joining all the dots.
I think that's what you. Sorry.
No, carry on.
And I think that's what you were saying,
yeah.
wasn't it? So the big contractors is what you're noticing now in terms of they're coming to you and you're getting that feedback.
That's it. And what I've learned over my time working with David Bailey is speaking to lots of different people, so NHS trusts, architects and contractors. Every project is different, and the input that you can have on a project and where the decisions are coming from will be different. It's not one rule for all. It's very dependent on the size of the project as well. So like Trevor's just said, joining those dots is key for us, because we don't know where that influence is coming in from. So it's important that we've invested in MBS, because that's us connecting with architects. You know, I predominantly connect with contractors, yeah. And NHS trusts. Yeah, they all connect at some point. And I will talk to contractors who will say that architects have specified David Bailey, and that's why they're taking us forward for the furniture. But in some cases, the contractor will have a lot of the say in who they're going to, and the architects can specify, but the contractors can overrule that. And we recently had that with a project where I had a phone call from somebody to say a certain manufacturer was specified for the furniture. However, as a contractor, we would like to present David Bailey because we've worked with them and their product is of good quality, your service is impeccable, and we want to put you forward. Can you put a quote together for us? You know, that's one example. There's so many different examples that I can give. I've been spoken directly to NHS trusts that have come to us for orders. You know, it's as Trevor said, in a nutshell, you've got to make sure that you've covered all grounds.
Yeah.
And that's, and I love that, because it's different. But because projects are different, it means my work's different. No conversation's the same, and it's really interesting.
Yeah. Fantastic.
But we need the whole of the company working in the same way, in the same direction. There's no point Sue doing her best to get us specified if we're then letting people down on the manufacturing side. We need everybody within the company working to the best of their ability and working in the same direction. I heard a good clip the other day where someone said that a business is like a centipede, that if all the legs aren't moving in the same direction, then it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's so true.
Makes sense.
I really like that. That we need everybody all going in the same direction.
I agree.
For David Bailey's to be successful,
Yeah.
it only takes one bad egg to spoil what could be a successful contract. So I think with the culture that we're trying to implement, alongside what everyone else is doing to try and promote David Bailey's, I think the company is moving in the same direction.
Yeah.
And that can only be good for the end user.